Aloha from the past, Mother Fathers. Welcome in another edition of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. I think technically this would be 103.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
If my math is mathing correct. Kyle Cornell, Double A Anthony Alfred with you as always. And this is a very special edition of the podcast because you're seeing this either the day of or the day after Christmas. So Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I hope you got all your gifts.
Unless you're like me and your Christmas is January 6th and 7th, then, well, have fun in a couple weeks.
There you go. That's not bad either. That's not bad. Going into 20. I did not know that about your tradition.
Yeah.
Till
it's religion,
a couple years ago.
Yeah, well, it's
religion.
The only difference between ours and American Christmas is just it's the calendar.
Yeah. Okay.
We have an old calendar. It doesn't. My Easter sometimes is in May.
Okay.
It's all fucked up. Yeah, it's kind of insane. But sometimes it's the same. But Christmas never is. It's always the 7th. Technically, it's Christmas Day for us. So, but yeah, no. Hope you guys had a great Christmas because I'm assuming most of you had it yesterday or today or whenever we're airing this. I don't know if it's going to be the Thursday or Friday it comes out, but this is a special show.
Yes.
Because this is our second installment of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast Yearly Awards. The Slammy Awards, if you will, but our version of it.
The Slammies.
And I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 awards to hand out on the show, which is still somehow less titles than AEW has. So that's fine.
We did not include the National Championship Award, whatever. That's the most ridiculous title.
No, that's whoever is at the end of the college football playoff is paying for soon. That's not what this is about. Yeah. So.
Oh, man. But thank you for joining us. Of course, this is a great stretch of the year. So we're putting it close to 2025, heading into 2026. And we just jump right in.
Yeah.
I thought I had like 2 other slides.
You did
I
not.
don't. So.
Nope.
So here we go. Let's start.
So normally this would be a spot where we obviously talk about Mike
and
his promo of the week, but because we're doing this a little bit in advance, we don't have one for you right now. So that being said, this is going to be my favorite male wrestler of the year. The top honor on the list is going to be brought to you by one of our favorite, if not the favorite, State Farm agent we've ever met. That's Mike Fabert, fresh off some fun over at Exodus earlier in this month.
Mm-hmm.
And to tell you more about what he does, let's hear from Mike himself.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I've said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do is to truly help people. Get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure. But if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I know you said the joke, hey, we locked the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
I'll tell you what, if you want a phenomenal Christmas gift going into the New Year's, Mike from State Farm is going to hook you up. Definitely, I know being on the road, I'm sure looking into the future from when we were taping this show, it's probably icy on the road.
I hope not. I want it to be like 50 degrees on Christmas.
That would be great.
Hopefully it was. Future me, let me know.
Yeah, but future me says probably not.
Yeah.
Probably what it was when we taped this show, like 15 degrees outside.
Gonna be in a blizzard.
Yeah, but you definitely need, that auto insurance, homeowners insurance, renters insurance. One thing we don't talk about much, but Mike offers, business insurance. If you're looking to start a new business, looking to get things off the ground, if that's your goal for 2026, get a business off the ground. Look, for us, we're a small business. We kind of get things started. You need a trusted insurance agent like Mike Fabert from State Farm to help your business be protected, help you be protected with business insurance.
Yeah, Maggie can help you get the word out, and then Mike can help you protect it and make sure that you got everything you need to keep that thing going and protect yourself from any sort of issues that could come up, any sort of avenues. He's the person to talk to about it because Mike is the expert. He handles all of this at a great level for you. For our radio listeners, again, the website, myfabert, F-A-B-E-R-T, agent.com. The phone number is 216-932-6900.
And one other thing I want to mention, too, since I know, some of you guys may have some extra time off, stop by his office.
Yes.
It's in Cleveland Heights, on the corner of Lee and Mayfield, and right in the heart of Cleveland Heights, in the same building as Starbucks. So you get your coffee and talk about 2026 goals, get things locked down. Mike's a great guy. Just all, we joke sometimes doing these reads too, but Mike is this unbelievable guy, and he's a professional wrestler too. That's why this tie-in is perfect. He's been on the professional wrestling journey for a while. Mike's an amazing person. He's a phenomenal insurance agent. So Kyle mentioned the website and the phone number. And also you could type in his name on the State Farm app, and you could pull up his information, get all that signed up and ready to go. So as Kyle mentioned a couple moments ago, because we're taping this a little bit in advance, we don't have necessarily the promo of the week, but we do have a sponsored segment for Mike, and that is the My Favorite Male Wrestler of the Year. So the options are Cody Rhodes, John Cena, CM Punk, and Hangman Adam Page.
And all these obviously self-explanatory. We know Cody, champion twice throughout this year, now a multi-time champion in WWE. John, obviously this was his year. His retirement tour, it culminated earlier this month with a match against Gunther and all the shenanigans that happened throughout that day and all that good stuff. CM Punk, obviously, now a two-time World Heavyweight Champion this year, but overall he's really cemented his place as a Hall of Famer in WWE. And then Hangman Adam Page, who had one of the biggest moments of the year as far as being able to finish his own story and win the AEW Championship back from Jon Moxley, freeing it from the briefcase after 9 long months.
Saving the company and all that.
Yeah, and all that.
I say all that because he didn't finish the year as a champion.
Yeah, saving the company and watching the ratings go down afterwards. But nevertheless, still worthy of being on the list, Hangman Adam Page. And we have a winner.
Yes, we do. Now, this was, we opened up some voting for all these categories, but also, discretion, all that stuff. This was the closest in terms of the voting, the fan vote. And we needed some help, too, from the panel show that aired a couple weeks ago to determine a winner. But we do have a winner, and his name is the chick magnet himself, CM Punk.
No, it stands for Chicago Made.
Okay, all right, sure, okay.
The PG version is Chicago Made. The real version is Chick Magnet.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, deservingly so. A great year for CM Punk. Not only obviously getting into WrestleMania main event for the first time in that triple threat match with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, the crazy turn with Seth in that match, and that's obviously another one of those moments you'll remember this year. But he had the mini feud with John Cena. He won the world title. He beat Gunther for it, and then had Seth cash in. Another great moment. Then fought his way back up, wins the title again, and is your current world heavyweight champion going into the January 5th match with Braun Breaker. So
yeah, and that's going to be a huge match, of course. We'll talk more about that in the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? And CM Punk winning this, having this world title run here in WWE, it speaks volumes to a guy who has really, in terms of attitude, in terms of everything, has done a complete 180. Like, he is, and I know Cody is this way too, but CM Punk legitimately is the locker room leader.
yeah,
He is that connect between, the board and the boys and girls, in that locker room. Like, he has done a phenomenal job. And you know what, too? Imagine this. Even as a veteran, imagine being told, hey, you came back, you're going to finally win the world title after missing out on the main event of WrestleMania year one because of his injury. And then this year, he was in the Saturday main event of WrestleMania for the first time, but you don't get the strap then. You're going to finally get the strap at SummerSlam for 5 minutes, get it taken away, and you just don't know if you're going to get it back or when you're going to get it back, and something happens to Seth Rollins, because let's be real about it, CM Punk at this moment is not world champion if Seth Rollins was still healthy.
No, Seth Rollins is still champion. And
Exactly.
Punk is on the outside looking in. So
yeah, so imagine all that stuff happening, and CM Punk each and every single week shows up to work seemingly unbothered by it.
They're healthy. That's the big thing for him, too. Like, it was the talk when he first came back. Got hurt a couple months into his run. Torn tricep. Like, it's a lot. Like, and there was a lot of questions because there was some injuries in AEW too. Like, is he going to be able to be healthy for a full year to even be in consideration for something like this? And he's been able to keep it together now for a while. And at 48 or whatever he is, like, that's impressive to work as much as he has and still be going and not, knock on wood, hopefully keeping it that way. So, impressive year. Obviously for all four of these guys, but CM Punk stands above the rest from you, the voters, as far as your 2025 Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast Male Superstar of the Year.
Yeah, and like we said before, this was really, really close throughout between the WWE superstars. It was really close. You could make a case for any of the three WWE guys, but yeah, CM Punk handling business. We'll see how his 2026 looks. I'm very curious.
It'd be interesting.
What do you think is his forecast for 2020, at least up to WrestleMania?
I think that if the way things stand the way they do, he may end up just being in the WrestleMania main event with Braun Breaker, maybe on Saturday again. I don't know if that's probably not a Sunday night main event, but Saturday night again. Or the flip side is him being in that match with Cody and Roman, which is a Sunday night main event.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you ask him, he'd probably tell you he wants that one.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much anymore because back when he was originally in WWE the first time, if you worked the main event, you made more money. Now it's not really that case. Everyone's got their set. You get merchandise. That's where you so he wants to sell more. But personal goals, he's a competitive guy. I imagine he will be in one of the main events at WrestleMania, either Saturday or Sunday night. His lead up to there, who knows? Is he going to lose the title? You think he should? January 5th to Braun Breaker.
Yes.
I'm not so sure he's going to. For whatever, it's not going to be clean if he keeps it. There's going to be some sort of bullshit that goes on. I think, honestly, either way, there might be some sort of bullshit that goes on. But then the question becomes...
The guy in the mask that we brought up on episode 100.
Yeah, yeah. Which, who knows, by now maybe it's been revealed, maybe it hasn't. I don't know what WWE's plan is for that. But, yeah, that's the big elephant in the room. And then also the Elimination Chamber being in Chicago.
That's the big one.
I'd imagine they want him either involved in that match or on a match on the card.
Mm-hmm.
My inclining tells me that he will not be champion going into that, and he will not have won the Royal Rumble, even though that's one of the last things he needs to check off his list, too. I would imagine he is going to play a prominent part in that day to an extent, whether it's winning the chamber, whether it's doing whatever he needs to do to be in the main event at WrestleMania one of those two nights. That will be a prominent date for CM Punk. Afterwards, who the fuck knows?
Afterwards, SmackDown might be a good home
Maybe.
for him. New scenery, things like that. Before we move on to the female wrestler of the year, we both had a hand in the nomination process. You created the initial nominations, and I cut it down a little bit, but neither of us at all has mentioned Roman Reigns in this category.
Yeah, he wasn't around for 6 months out of the year. When he showed up, it was sparingly, and he's not going to be that person anymore, at least not now. 2026 may be one of the last years. If he does face Cody and he does win the title, where he'll show up a little more frequently because he'll have to. But it's not there. It doesn't mean he still isn't an aura farmer. Doesn't mean he still isn't, pulling in numbers and is a superstar and is next level. But when you're talking about this year, what they meant, and the showing up, putting in the work, all this stuff. You could see why Cody, John, and Punk were on this list. And obviously Paige, too, for AEW side, working every week, being there, being the champion for a good chunk of the year, too. Like, he deserved that. So,
again, my favorite male wrestler of the year, CM Punk, the chick magnet himself, who's in for a big year. So is this guy right here, Mike Fabert, the claims
We're
My
gonna make
wish list for 2026. We gotta get some new.
Well, I was gonna say we need to get Mike a title at some point.
We do.
Let's 2026 because he started kind of like DDP, a little bit older.
Yeah.
You know, he's gotten into the game a little bit late as far as the old age timeline is considered. So now we need to figure out a way to get Mike in the title picture somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be for the Midwest Championship in NWA and Exodus. I don't know what it's going to be, but he needs to find a way. Maybe he finds a tag partner, and they work through that. You know, there's been some rumors, some things about maybe someone who's normally really strict on business coming back down to earth a little bit.
I don't know, man.
And taking in maybe a protege. Who knows?
Oh, I don't know. Man, that'll be fun. We'll have to definitely see. They got another show coming up very, very soon. But if you haven't checked it out already, Journey 3, earlier this month it took place. It's on their YouTube channel, the NWA Wrestling YouTube page. Great card as always. Loaded stuff. So definitely check everything out from Exodus Pro. Actually, a big month in independent wrestling here in Northeast Ohio. Dolph Ziggler in town coming up here.
A couple days from now, yeah.
Yeah, for AIW. That's a lot of good stuff. All right, we move on to the female wrestler of the year.
I want to point out that you forced your hand in one of these.
I did. I'll explain it here in a second. So here are the choices. And one of these four names, by the way, is in two categories. They're in the wrestler of the year.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, here we go.
Let them find out on their own.
Female wrestler of the year. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, Mercedes Moné.
You just Star Wars that. You read it in reverse.
Hell yeah!
Good God. You started with Rhea, my brain started hurting. I'm like, oh no. They're going to come from the comments. You can't read up to down. You got to read down to up. Yeet.
Yeet. 4 letters. 1 word.
Fuck.
My push.
Dick. That's the meme now. 4 letters. One word. Dick. It's Cody saying dick.
Can we reveal the winner first, and then I'll explain who
Yes.
forced their way in?
So the winner of Female Wrestler of the Year, you do the drum roll this time. Shockingly, but maybe not so much, is Io Sky.
Io Sky.
2025 Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast Female Wrestler of the Year. She got your vote above Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and Mercedes Moné to be the Female Wrestler of the Year.
And it was the fan vote. I personally voted for Rhea, but I have no issue, none, with Io Sky winning this award. She's had a big year. She is. It's when television acknowledges that you're one of the best wrestlers on the planet, like that actually means a ton. Like you're not just blowing smoke off of people's whatever. Like that actually means something. I still think back. I think it's safe to say Evolution 2 was probably one of the best pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah.
And that main event with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, one of the matches of the year for that reason. Just in ring, every time Io Sky's in the ring in a singles match, she delivers. Every time. For somebody who has a language barrier, she's very entertaining, can actually cut promos and stuff.
She's the best Japanese wrestler cutting English promos.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than Asuka, who can't get it together besides saying the same line over and over again. Don't get me started on Kairi Sane. The fact that she still has a job is blasphemy. But no, I mean, and a lot of people have been saying, hey, best wrestler in the world right now for women is Io.
Mm-hmm.
And again, not the biggest, not the strongest, but her work, her selling, the connection she has now forged with the crowd, pretty damn good.
That's the biggest thing. It's like
it's hard too because you can't go out there and cut a 10-minute promo about why they should love you and why they should care and why you care about this or that or whatever it is because you do have some barriers. I think that's part of why someone like Stephanie Vaquer has a bit of a wall too, which she came in later in the year, so that's why she's not on this list. Even though she's obviously been women's world champion, all that stuff too. Same thing with Jade.
mm-hmm.
Couldn't really come on until the later part of the year. But, I mean, there's hurdles to jump, and she's found a way because she's a genius of the sky to get some air and to get over them. So
you lobbied. I'm not saying you voted for this person, but you did lobby hard for Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, like she just
in terms of being a nominee.
yeah she was champion for most of the year. She beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. The woman who won the Royal Rumble. She beat her. Like she beat a lot of good, talented people. 2 losses to Jade, and then she lost to Stephanie at Crown Jewel in Australia.
Right.
And that was it. Like she pretty much held it down. In a struggling women's division on SmackDown, we can be honest. Tiffany was one of the few bright lights they had, and we were critical of some things for her during the year. But I liken her to Cody's first run. Not a lot of competition until the end.
Yeah.
When she lost it. And now we'll see how she bounces back in 2026, being able to kind of reset. She doesn't have El Grande Americano on her back anymore, so that's always good. At least I don't think she does. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Everyone's dating everybody. Everybody be fucking.
Yeah.
Everybody be
Oh,
fucking.
no, she does not. She's single.
Yeah.
She just, I remember who you were referencing at first. She's single.
Whenever Rey Mysterio unmasks him,
I know.
probably at WrestleMania in
You know
Las
what
Vegas.
you know what I was thinking of? For a split second, I was thinking of the Chad Gable version of.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like,
Chad Gable and Tiffany Stratton.
I'm like, they're not dating. I know that for a fact, but no.
Thank you.
But Tiffany and
Ludwig Kaiser.
yeah, once Luke went into Charlotte's DMs. How about that?
Got a thing for tall blondes.
Okay. I will explain. Mercedes Moné, I don't know how many titles she'll have by the time the show airs.
She's got a lot of belts, so she should be in the running. Dude, I hated this so much. Like, it's...
That's actually what I said.
I mean, it was. I was like, man, fuck.
She has a ton of...
Did I have an AEW wrestler originally in there? I think maybe I had Toni Storm in there, I think.
You had Tony. I know for a fact you had Tony.
Because she did start the year as champion, and she was rolling through for a little bit. She's lost a lot of momentum since losing the title. But, I mean, yeah.
I don't... Let me quickly check if I have your original list.
Because I presented him with 6. It's probably all changed now.
Yeah.
I had 6 of every category, and I had AA wanted to whittle it down to 4 because certain platforms only allow you to do 4 options. Right. So
and we did last other doesn't work.
Yeah. No. So it was like, okay, you know what? Fine. And that was the only one he really pushed back on, and I'm like, I'll take the loss on this one. Well, and so did Mercedes, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also wanted Mercedes in there because I wanted to see from the fans' perspective how much they actually valued the championships,
And they didn't.
So
Nope, she finished last.
Yeah. By the way, you will see Mercedes in another category
Attaboy.
later in the show.
There you go. Got teasing.
And the one that you support.
The one I'm all for.
I think also, is there a double repeat? Oh, yeah. No, Rhea's not in this.
No, she's
in another one. Okay.
Nope.
All right, let's go to the tag teams. The tag team wrestlers of the year.
Best tag team of 2025. We'll call it what it is.
Go ahead, man.
The Judgment Day in multiple facets. We have Finn Balor and JD McDonough. They were champions. They're kind of hanging around the title picture a lot. Raquel and Roxanne, same thing. They're kind of been reinserted back into that whole group. The Hurt Business over in AEW, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley, champions throughout most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it down. 2 of the only stars in the company, which is saying a lot for Shelton. And then maybe one of the surprises on this list, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair kind of found themselves in a spot, we mentioned, in the middle point of the year. We're like, what are they going to do with these two? And they found each other, and it's worked. They gotten over as a tag team. They're winning matches now again to kind of get back into that front. They won the championships for a little bit. They have, and I can honestly say this right now, they made the tag team division for the women feel very important again. And now you've got 5 or 6 teams in a situation where I can't name you 5 or 6 teams for the men's tag team titles on Raw.
Right.
Or even, honestly, on SmackDown. It's kind of close. Like, there are legitimately 5 to 6 teams right now that could be women's tag team champions, and I'd be interested in seeing that match. Minus the Kabuki Warriors. But, yeah. Well, ironically enough, who are the champions, but that's bullshit. But, I mean, hey.
So the tag team of the year, best tag team of 2025, Alexa and Charlotte.
How about that?
And what's even more special about their run, it was only supposed to last like a month.
Yeah, they were supposed to kind of split. And there's still a possibility that there's going to be a match between the two at WrestleMania because you can book that.
Well, they were supposed to. because they needed people to really, honestly, Alexa and Charlotte kind of formed on a, I guess, micro basis at that point because they needed to fill the card for Evolution 2.
Yep.
And then, all right, let's go with the breakup angle of SummerSlam. No, they're so over. And the biggest thing, Charlotte Flair, that Raw in Cleveland, Charlotte Flair was booed out of the building. Nobody wanted to see her. The presentation, it was the same thing of, I'm Charlotte, I'm the heel, I'm here to win championships. It's like we've seen that for 20 years. Okay, I'm exaggerating. 10 years we've seen that. And Alexa Bliss did a great job with the character rehab, basically, of Charlotte Flair. Charlotte has locked in. You could tell they're both having a ton of fun, when they're out there competing or even in the backstage segment. And you're right. I mean, we're at a point now, we're talking heading into December, heading into January, where the women's tag team division is on fire. And Alexa and Charlotte are right in the thick of that.
It's impressive. It's great to see, and they've been able to make me want them to stay together. Like,
yeah,
just keep going.
You brought up the WrestleMania thing. I'm like, ooh, I don't even know if I want to see that. Like,
we'll see how the next few months go with them. Royal Rumble is always interesting at times, especially for Charlotte. So we'll see how that kind of all pans out and where they stand after that kind of thing. That and Elimination Chamber are going to be big for them both, especially because SmackDown, if for some reason Bianca can't come back, which I have a feeling there's something they're not telling us.
You almost feel real quick that if Alexa and Charlotte, if they had to break up, it would have to be simply because one of them was drafted to the other show. And it was almost a forced breakup, not necessarily.
You're also assuming they're going to do a draft at some point,
which
they just show up wherever they want.
I
If Bianca, which I have a sneaking suspicion, and this could look really dumb, if she does come back between now and when this airs, I think Bianca Belair is pregnant.
Could be.
I'm just being honest with you.
Could be.
A finger injury for 9 months? Come on now.
Montez Ford putting it down.
And they're keeping it quiet,
Uh-huh.
I think, maybe, and we'll find out when the picture surfaces on Instagram with them holding a little baby hand.
Roll up with a baby one day? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, because she said she wanted to have kids, and she's 36.
That's
37.
and that's the toughest thing about women's wrestling in particular. It's like
You don't get to. It's not once you find out, you're done.
Yeah.
And then you got the recovery after it.
Like, honestly, the female wrestler of the year, Naomi could have legitimately been a nominee.
Yeah. If she would have been able to have a full title run, it would have been. She'd be on the list, I think. But
honorable mention to Raquel and Roxanne.
Yeah.
You mentioned like the men and women of Judgment Day were nominated.
Figured it out. Hey, give them credit. They were a good tag team. They're both from the same area, Texas too. So there was ties. Like they knew each other. Liv being involved now, kind of elevating them back up into that spot, making them feel important, making that group feel important again, which is good. So, but still, Alexa and Charlotte, your 2025 tag team of the year.
All right, final one before our first break here. The announcer of the year.
Please, for the love of Christ, I don't know who won this. There's only one wrong answer. There's only one wrong answer. I'm begging you, the fans, please do not pick the wrong answer.
Here are your nominees. Corey Graves.
Great. Worked his way back.
Michael Cole.
GOAT, probably.
Vic Joseph.
Very much improved in NXT.
Joe Tessitore.
Fucking bitch. If you tell me he won, please don't. Please don't.
It was actually close, but there is a tiebreaker. The winner of the 2025 Cy Hustle Wrestling Podcast Announcer of the Year, Joe Tessitore.
Why? What the? You have a safe pick. Just pick Michael Cole. He can win it every year. Who fucking cares? Come on. God damn it.
Here's, you know
Now
what?
it's going to go to his head.
SEC football on Saturdays. Announcer of the year in pro wrestling, year 2. Actually, this is his first full year in pro wrestling.
And I hope it's his fucking last.
Oh, he is.
He's a great panel host. Like, I enjoyed watching him in, like, the post-show panels and stuff like that. He's a terrible announcer.
Oh, I think he's fantastic.
You're so full of shit.
I actually think he's better than Michael Cole at this point right
We should
now.
play the clip of, well, because Michael Cole keeps making mistakes because he's tired. But, like, we got to play the clip of you not too long ago saying, yeah, Joe's kind of dropping the ball. Fuck you. Fuck you and fuck you for voting for this idiot.
I'm telling you, Joe Tess. What I love about Joe Tess, it probably works because of his actual background of sports commentary. He actually takes this stuff very seriously, the storylines. When Dominic Mysterio went on the air and said that Eddie Guerrero was his dad, this Joe Tess, you can watch the video, it happened, threw up his hands. I don't believe this dude. Honorable mention on the Wade Barrett, though, because he was laughing his behind off while that was going. I will say this, though, because we only have to do 4 nominees, it is what it is. I think Wade Barrett has improved this year.
Yeah.
On Monday nights, sometimes he annoys me a little bit on the pay-per-views, but Monday nights he's cool. But big energy, Joe Tess. There's just on Mondays, I need that big fight feel on Mondays because I hate Mondays. I hate Tuesdays more, by the way. That's the one unproven truth about working full time. You realize Tuesdays are actually worse than Mondays. Joe Tess, let's go, Joe Tess, let's go.
God damn it. Corey Graves needs to win this award one of these years. He's working 2 shows. Like, he's doing NXT and he's doing SmackDown. Like,
Did he not win this last year?
No.
Oh, no, Cole won
Cole
last
won
year.
which is always a safe pick. But, fuck.
Yeah.
You people disappoint me.
Well, Joe Tess is going to have to prove himself in 26 because they'll probably do a switch again. Joe Tess will go back to SmackDown. Cole will be on Raw. Well, now here's the interesting thing.
No, because Joe has this. Well, once he's done with football, yeah, he may go back. You're
Yeah,
right.
he'll go back. And is McAfee coming back, or is that done?
I don't fucking know. He said he's in shape, I guess, to Nick Khan because they had him on the show or something like that or whatever. I don't. But
what I don't want though is like,
I'm
if
over it.
McAfee comes back, Graves has to go back to NXT. It's like Graves deserves to be on.
No, they should do a Graves versus fucking McAfee match at WrestleMania because that would be perfect. It's perfect for both of them. Corey still has great knowledge in the business and knows how to work a match, and he's been cleared. And he'll get the extra money for it because he'll get paid performer salary at that point. And then McAfee can wrestle someone he's not expected to beat. Or he can beat, and it's not like the end of the world. Mm-hmm. Like, he's not going against Logan Paul or someone who actually has something to lose. It's going against Corey Graves.
It would be nice for Corey Graves to actually get back in the ring on television.
Yeah. We're waiting for Nick Aldis, too. We'll see what happens with Drew.
That is true.
Drew McIntyre and Nick Aldis could be a singles match.
I forgot to mention on the last episode, like, yeah, that's what I actually want to see in 26 as well. Mm-hmm. Nick Aldis in the ring.
Only 36.
Only 30. He could do it. He has that presence. All right. We got more awards to share when we come back. What we got next?
We got 3 awards coming up, and we're not going to tell you what they are. But you have to find out because there are some interesting categories, including someone, as Double A mentioned before, that may be appearing twice in the same show.
And this person actually got votes.
They did. But did they win it? Find out after this.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I've said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. it's not about just, I mean, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible, I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So like there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. I mean, it can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I mean, I know you said the joke, hey, we lock the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick. With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh. I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Helps with knee pain because I'm an old fuck.
We joked about this with Megan when she came here in studio a little while ago. I'm like, you don't have to put your phone number out there. The commercial.
I don't care. I'm like, listen, she didn't have my number saved, right? So
you'll have to.
Like, I think that's concerning. Like, we're not going to do that. Like,
the
email's good enough.
We can just do the email, MeganRG440 at gmail.com. We can just do the email.
And if you're a savage, you can text the email too. So it's.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can do that shit.
Oh man.
You ever get those emails that are texts? It's fucking wild.
That's nuts.
You haven't lived until you got one of those.
That is. I should do that next year. We're doing, or actually. This January, we start doing basketball. Reach out to coaches like, hey,
texting emails.
Hey,
love to see it. Pete's doing it now.
Hey, buddy, got the rosters. Megan, Omega Video Marketing. Can't believe it's been over a year.
It has.
She's been with us, and her company has grown ever since partnering up with us. And it's her hard work what she's been able to do. As far as elevating content creation, I do want to talk a little bit today about, if you are a business, we were talking earlier about business insurance with Mike Fabert. If you are looking to start up a business and you want to get an extra set of eyes on your company as far as advertising and stuff like that, a lot of people know what's going on. Megan Gallagher, she has you covered. She sent out a survey. Like, hey, what's your goals for your company? And then how can you get that out? And, that's an extra step between either getting your business out or not. And Megan and Omega Video Marketing covers those gaps that you need while you're focusing on building your business up.
It's something that some of these businesses really could use. So the extra push to kind of, what's my next step? How do I get a little bit bigger? How do I get more sales, get more eyes on my product, on my business? And she's able to take that, acknowledge that expertise and really apply it to you. And it's not just obviously just the business in general too. She's really focusing on events too now, trying to do like one-off things that are just to kind of bring people together and really give you that extra edge when it comes to not only obviously here in Cleveland, but Northeast Ohio as a whole. And you want someone like Meg in your corner.
You can find her, reach her, MeganRG440 at gmail.com, MeganRG440 at gmail.com. Her phone number is listed in the commercial, but it's just in the commercial. We're not going to read that to you. But
call her now. Too.
Oh, jeez. The email's there, MeganRG440 at gmail.com. 4-time Emmy Award-winning producer, 4-time. From here in Cleveland and in Northwest Ohio, in Toledo, Megan Gallagher. We move on to the most disappointing wrestler of 2025. Is it A, my spelling, or B, the rest of the candidates? All right, here we go.
What'd you misspell? Oh, disappointing.
No.
There's not two S's now.
No, I meant to lowercase the year. Everything else is. Anywho.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, well. That's what copy and paste will do to you. Oh, well. Here are your nominees for Most Disappointing Wrestler of the Year. Do not laugh after I say the first option, because there are more nominees. Main event, Jey Uso. I said stop laughing. Seth Rollins. MJF. Mercedes Moné.
Making her second appearance on these lists of awards. And she got votes.
She did. She did.
But unfortunately, there was a clear-cut winner
Yeah.
for this one, too. No tiebreakers needed.
Yeah.
Your 2025 most disappointing wrestler of the year
If you're disappointed, you don't get a drum roll.
is main event Jey Uso, which is unfortunate because he did win a world title at WrestleMania this year and won the Royal Rumble
Yeah.
and had momentum. Held the title for 30 days.
He held it until the June. I don't know why I have this date stuck in my head, but the June 9th episode of Raw.
Less than 2 months.
Yeah.
Gone. Done. Was around the title picture for a lot of the year, but now doesn't recognize himself when he looks in the mirror. So maybe he doesn't think he's worthy of being in championship contention. I don't know. But there was a lot to be left on the table for Jey this year. I've mentioned multiple times he had opportunities to try and bring something new to his gimmick, to his stick, to his wrestling ability, to add moves, to freshen up his character. And they chose to stand pat and keep the yeet train rolling. And it's yeet, super kick, yeet, splash, yeet, spear, yeet, spit in my hand and punch you.
Yeah.
He's the
And
new
not remember your entire promo.
the new connoisseur of the 5 moves of doom and the asthma diagnosis we're just waiting for from Medical Mutual coming soon. But yeah, I don't it's unfortunate because Jey, we talked about, has the aura, but he has nothing else anymore.
It's really I mean, this is fitting. It's really disappointing. And this is what happens, and I think we talked about this off air a little bit, with the new reduced schedule that you jumped on from when we started this show.
Yep.
It's like, hey, they're not traveling, as Cena mentioned, 220 dates anymore, 300 dates.
Yeah.
They're not doing that anymore.
And that was back in the panel where we talked about that. It was like they just don't have the reps.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But you can go and work on you can go to the performance center. It's not like oh, WWE stripped away all that stuff and you don't have anywhere to train.
he lives in Florida.
He lives in Florida.
You only work 1 day a week, bro. Like take a day or two a week and go down there and train and learn some new things to do in the ring, and not something you see every week when you get speared by your cousin. Oh, maybe I should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. The super kick party, it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
At least the Young Bucks have too many moves. That's their problem.
Yeah.
But that don't mean much, and they don't sell properly. But I mean, yeah, it's again 5 moves of doom, and it's 5 minus 1.
It's a true blown opportunity. You hate, because we preach on this show all year, and the fans, you watch, we always say, man, when can we finally get new talent? New talent get pushed. New talent. Fair or unfair, we say new talent. And, Triple H, he's not going to pick a ton of names to elevate to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're the chosen one, it's like, if you don't perform, that stops an opportunity from, like, Dominic Mysterio. It stops, what if Triple H decides Braun Breaker should win the world title in a couple weeks on Raw? Well, I gave Jey Uso, who was in the mid-card, an opportunity, and he blew it.
Yeah.
He didn't work. He's forgetting promos. Like, if nothing else, your top thing, like the charisma, it's like, you got to remember your promos, remember your lines.
Yeah.
And he didn't do any of that.
Sad. I mean, obviously Seth Rollins is interesting too because he had a great year to a point, but again, injuries just kind of killed it. There's a lot more.
The only reason why Seth Rollins, and stop me if I'm wrong, the only reason why he's on this list is simply the injuries.
his body just failed him. Yeah, I mean, because he would have had an opportunity to really build on this Vision storyline, and I told you it wasn't going to really start until he won the title. Then he got fucking hurt.
Yeah,
For real this time.
for real.
And now he just didn't have a choice. He had to be out. So MJF was my vote just because I expect a lot from him. He, at one point, was my favorite wrestler, like currently going.
Yeah.
And just a really weird year for him. The Hurt Business stuff that didn't really hit, and then he got kicked out of that. And then he was gone for a lot of the year because he was filming stuff, and that's fine. But it's like, just he's missing it, and he's about to be 30. So we're now on the okay. You've been around long enough. You've been in this company long enough. Why are you not like the face of this company?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you kind of an afterthought now? Like, and not all his fault, but at some point, he's got to step up and like, hey, listen, I am. Fuck the 4 pillars. I can be the pillar of this company. I need to start doing it.
That's how he has to think. I thought Style on our panel 2 weeks ago made a great point. It's like, you got to also prove, like, yes, MJF, his whole gimmick is shock value, that kind of thing. You got to prove you could be able to do that without cursing. You know, maybe it's hypocritical for us to say that on this show.
Well, we don't have to worry about that because we're not getting paid by Tony Khan.
But the thing you have to, and here's the one thing I'll mention too. If you want to drive up your value again and maybe be looked at by TKO, looked at by Triple H, you have to prove you could deliver hard-hitting promos without cursing.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about that because he has Cody in his back pocket. Cody loves Max.
But how long will Cody be around? The WWE day-to-day operations.
He's probably got like another 5 years at least in him of full-time work. I think, depending on his Hollywood situation.
That's what I'm thinking.
But I think at least 3 years more because he's going to want to be around and win a few more championships. But
the expectations are so high for MJF.
Yeah.
Which is what, like, for a while, you can say this too. Maybe you don't like AEW. Maybe you don't like the direction that Tony Khan is taking AEW, or how Tony Khan works in day-to-day operations. But you could at least hang your hat on MJF.
The sad part is now he's not a draw anymore. And when he's on TV, it's not like they're getting giant bumps in the ratings. It's not like they're getting more clicks on social media. However you want to view success for a business. Again, you can like him, you could not. Mm-hmm. We, again, with our panel, we had, a very spirited debate about, this is the best they've been in a couple of years. It's like, is it? but how do you say that? Is it just an opinion that you think they've been better? Then that's fine. You can have your opinion, and I can't argue that because it's your opinion. But factually, with numbers across streaming, online, viewership, all that jazz, because there's 2 AEW wrestlers out of 4 on this list that are in prominent roles in that company. Like, they're going down. It's not getting better. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's not one metric you can point to. Attendance down. Venues smaller and smaller. They ran a baseball stadium and sold 29,000 tickets. Yeah. That stadium holds 50,000 people or whatever it is.
And they had to make goods because they promised more. I think they promised like 30.
Look at Petco.
33, 34,000.
Petco Park holds 40,000. WWE sold 46,000 tickets.
46.
They added more seats, obviously, on the field. But, like, that's what you should be drawing at a baseball stadium in a warm weather environment or whatever it is. Like, it's you can't tell me. They're doing better than they were. This is the worst they've been.
So, you're right about let's talk about Sadie's Bidet.
Speaking of the worst she's been.
So I'll say, and I'll add to she did get votes in this category.
Damn right she did. She got next to none for female superstar of the year, but she got a bunch for most disappointing. And again, it's the old adage of, it's really cool that you have 12 titles. The more titles you hold at one time in this sport, the least important.
Yeah.
I feel like you are valuing the most important title, which was her TBS championship. Like, and she never won the big one. She never got the win over Tony. She never got that spot. For a reason. She's not that person. She's a name, but she doesn't draw. She's not adding more value to viewership. There's not more people interested, whatever. She doesn't have that. I think Tony's probably a bigger name than she is, and that's not saying much, unfortunately, because Tony's not that big a name anymore either. Like, it's an identity crisis over there because you don't have stars. You have star-level talent, but they're not stars. People will say, oh, yeah, it's Sasha Banks.
Right?
They don't know that.
Some people still will do.
They don't know who the fuck Mercedes Moné is, but they know who Sasha Banks is.
Well, and again, it
National TV 2 nights a week. She can be there. You can't use that as she had more exposure in WWE. Well, no, she wrestled less in WWE if you think about it, or the same.
Who came in second in voting for this category?
I think it was Mercedes.
Because obviously Jey Uso is clear.
Yeah,
it was split between MJF and Mercedes.
it's not surprising.
Seth Rollins had no votes.
Yeah, because Seth had a really good year, but again, it just was short.
It was the injuries.
And I think we were left wanting more. And it's not that, like I said, it's not always your fault. Even in the case of MJF and to an extent Mercedes too, like you can only do sometimes as well as your booking is.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you had to make more out of it. And sometimes when you're at that level, when you're that kind of a star, you have to tell Tony like, no, we need to do this. And you know he's so much of a pushover, he probably would do it. So like you need to like.
That's the thing. Like you can actually get your way if
I booked the shows. But I'll fucking acquiesce to everything you want unless I don't like it, which if you went in there strong enough, he'd probably fold like a fucking napkin. So, like, yeah.
But Jey Uso, I'll say this too. But how disappointing. He cost himself I know it's no longer like, you main event, you make more money, but if he would have had a big year, people would have been pushing for big matches with Jey Uso involved. You could have had Jey Uso and Brock Lesnar. You could have had Jey Uso versus some of the other big names. And nobody wants that. Nobody cares.
Hey, big year for him overall. Merchandise, one of the best. But still, a lot left on the table.
Yep. 2026, he must improve. Breakout star of the year.
My favorite category.
All great. Honestly, this was the hardest one to narrow down because there were some good names that we had to cut out for this. But the nominees, Javon Evans, Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Ricky Saints. Before we reveal the winner, I was conflicted of whether or not Braun Breaker should have been in this category, only because I felt he already broke out, but I do understand, like, this is...
different level.
It's a different level now going to the main event.
Yeah, now he's in with the guys that he needs to be in with, and he's been swimming like fluid. Like he looked good. The brushstroke is like killing it right now.
Like honestly,
yeah.
With him, I guess my conflict with Braun being in this is that he's done so well. It's almost like he's overqualified for this category.
But this is the only chance he's going to get to be in it because he's probably going to be in the other category with the males and the men soon. So this was his opportunity.
That is true, but we do have a winner.
We do. And I'm not surprised, but he wasn't who I voted for because I have an affinity for someone else on this list, though I do appreciate all four of these names. The winner of the Breakout Star of the Year for the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast is Dominic Mysterio.
Yep, this is an all-fan vote because I actually voted for Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I voted for Javon, which he's only 21, so he has plenty of time. But the spots he was put in, Gunther, Randy, like he stepped up in some big moments and looked really damn good. And people know who Javon Evans is now, and he's going to be a star for the next 20 years in WWE. They're not letting him go anywhere.
No.
But Dom, here and now, 2-time IC champion now. He's the double champ. Well, at least he was. We'll see what happens with AAA because they host shows every week. Who the fuck knows if he's still champion or not when this comes out. But fantastic run as the pariah of the Judgment Day. And
he likes to get slapped around.
He likes to get fucking bitch slapped by his lady John. Listen, you can't deny it. You can't. It's been a hell of a year. And we've been waiting. And they have been pulling the trigger more and more on him in some big spots. He was John's last feud. John Cena, that is. His lady John is Liv Morgan. I see no issue with it. There's not really a wrong answer on this list. Ricky Saints is the one that maybe there's still some room to say maybe he could be on this list next year if he gets a call up, wins a mid-card title, whatever it is, gets even more over with the main roster crowd. You can obviously Braun. I think he's probably more closer, as you mentioned, to being male superstar of the year coming
Yeah.
up soon, then Breakout.
Yeah, this will be the last year Braun Breaker's in this category.
The only person that will shoot back up probably on this list again maybe is Javon. But if he just has like a crazy 2026 and starts winning titles left and right. But Dom, right person, right time. Eddie Guerrero 2.0 looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I have nothing more to add on that front. I think we'll
Because you're
do.
tired.
Got to get more DUBBY Energy. Got to get more DUBBY Energy. I think we'll actually talk about this a bit more. I think we talked about this more extensively on the show last week, breaking down Saturday night's main event because you're going to have, or you had main roster versus NXT. If I had to, we're taping this in advance. Knowing that we taped this at the beginning of December, I would imagine that card. I think The Miz might actually have a match.
He's fighting for it.
And that match should be against Javon Evans. That probably will be the match.
That'd be fun. And Javon could actually win that one.
Exactly. And you're right. You're 100%
Because all
right.
The Miz does now is lose.
And then Cody's going to face either Ricky Saints or Oba.
Which we know by now what happened. So
Exactly.
Don't spoil it for us.
Yeah, don't spoil this, okay? You didn't know? You didn't watch? You don't watch the product?
No, I didn't go in my time machine ahead of time and watch. No. Looking forward to it, though.
Big year for Dom. Big year coming up for all four of these guys, but
These are 4 names that are going to be, I think maybe the only one you could say we're not 100% sure about still is Ricky. At least as far as main roster success. But we're pretty damn sure about the other 3.
and Dom and Braun, because they're already on the main roster, this should be the last year they're in this category.
Man, that just gives Brock and Eddie vibes, those two. Wow. Braun is a dominant champion, and then Dominic coming in having to cheat to beat him and become world heavyweight champion at some point.
I just don't want Dominic Mysterio then to
Die of a heart attack? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't want that.
That'd be unfortunate. Don't do that.
That actually took away my joke. I was just going to say I don't want Dom to say, I don't want the title anymore and drop it to JBL's son or somebody.
JBL shouldn't be allowed to procreate.
I showed Pete like a couple months ago, I showed Pete a JBL Mexican promo. And
Good Lord.
let me tell you, if JBL was in his prime in 2025 instead of 2004,
He'd be over with a certain group of WWE Universe.
yeah. Did you know, by the way, Becky Lynch, word for word, stole a line from Trump? I know the whole gimmick is basically her acting like Trump, but she stole a line word for word. This is at this point a month ago. When Trump said he didn't know anything about he's like, I don't know what the physical was, but the doctors told me I had the best physical that they've ever seen. And Becky Lynch comes out and is like, I checked with the doctors. The doctors said I had the best physical of any wrestler that they have ever seen. Oh, man. Becky, again, if we had more nominees, Becky would have made one of those lists. It would have been great. We are down to our final category before Pete can go home.
Final Caterpillar.
After our triple taping today. It is the moment of the year. Here are the nominees. John Cena, turning heel.
Not the full heel run, just the heel turn.
At Elimination Chamber.
I'm including like Cody telling Rock to go fuck himself in that.
We'll include all that because, this is the moment of the year.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman, turning on Roman Reigns and CM Punk, joining Seth Rollins at WrestleMania to form Division. Seth Rollins, faking an injury, cashing in his Money in the Bank at SummerSlam after CM Punk won the title. Or Hangman Adam Page defeating Jon Moxley at AEW All In, thus showing the AEW World title for the first time in 9 months. The winner of Moment of the Year, you know what it is. It was John Cena's
It's
heel
me,
turn.
snitches.
It's me. It's me. It's DDP.
God. No, I mean, yeah, that was honestly a life-changing, just a whole sequence of events. Did they follow up on it? Well, of course not. But the moment itself will be in my mind for the rest of my days. From Cody getting the hand on the cheek from The Rock, and The Rock begging him to be his champion. Cody telling Rock to go fuck yourself, which we were watching that live,
Yeah.
and I about lost my damn mind.
It's
I was like,
unbelievable.
holy shit, because they're on Peacock, they're saying that.
Yeah,
It's wild.
it's unbelievable.
And then the ultimate twist with the John Cena with the hug, the look, kicking him in the dick. And the unfortunate involvement, the only downside is Travis Scott actually physically punching Cody Rhodes in the face.
Yeah, man. What I want to see in 2026 is Cody matching up with Travis Scott.
I know.
Straight shooter match.
I want to see Cody showing up to a Travis Scott concert and kicking him in the dick. Go sicko mode on that, you little bitch.
It's one of the greatest things that ever happened in pro wrestling that night, that turn. It's 20 at that point, 22, 23 years of John Cena basically being the ultimate good guy. You never do it. Even when people teased it, it's like, it ain't happening. Stop it.
Remember the embrace the hate stuff with Kane and when he was cucking Zack Ryder with Eve? Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?
He even joked about it. Maybe I should turn heel. Nah. But the whole execution of it is sad that at least no matter what you thought of the heel run itself, and we went into it extensively last week on our show, remotely. No matter how you feel about the run itself, the fact that the Rock stuff was never followed up. Now, here's what I'm hoping. I hope I am dead wrong in some way, shape, or form. Maybe The Rock showed up at Saturday night's main event.
We're wishing a lot of things into hopeful existence here.
I know.
And I want Edge to show up, but that's probably not going to happen either. Yeah.
No.
We're gonna get the Miz and R-Truth in a backstage segment again.
Ron Cena.
Ru-du-du-du.
No, this was great. Moment of the year. John Cena.
He had to win an award at some point because it's his last year, and there were some good moments. You saw the grades from our panel on there. Most people were in the B to C range as far as his overall run and his his whole send off, this whole retirement tour. But he's done now. He's 100% done. He won't show up in Saudi in a year and a half, or will he? Do 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 do.
Since we're done taping, I'm going to get this. DUBBY Energy.
Do 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 do.
DUBBY.GG. Use the promo code SHWP10. Get 10% off. A lot of great flavors. The Calio Cream, Big Energy Tears, the Pushing Punch. I actually tried the Pushing Punch earlier in the month. Fantastic. A lot of good stuff there. And it won't kill your body. Some of the energy drinks, they kill your body. They destroy you. All you need here, get one of these bad boys, even here, these flavors. The first one we tried earlier in the year was Blue Tropical Punch. Great. All you need is a water bottle and drink a little bit of the water, just like the tip of the water bottle. Just drink a little bit of it. And then get a scoop of these bad boys, the DUBBY Better Energy. Scoop it, put it in the water bottle with the rest of the water in there. And shake it how you never would shake a baby. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And then once it's shake
it, shake it, ho ho.
And then once you shake it
like a Polaroid picture.
It's going to be all mixed up. And then after that, you put it in your mouth. And once at that point, you'll have all the energy that you need.
And again, want to reiterate, don't shake a baby and put it in your mouth. Cannot be clear enough.
Pete over there is like, well, baby, no, don't do that. Y'all have children. Don't do that. I don't think I have a kid. Don't do that.
Can't confirm. Haven't done that with mine.
If you have a child or allegedly have a child, you probably need this. If you don't, you need it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
If you work from home, you really need this.
Oh, yeah.
You really need that.
And
Get away from coffee. Get that.
And you really need to follow us on these.
Yes.
Because we have a great 2026 plan for you. Appreciate another year in the books. A couple weeks into January will be 2 full years doing the podcast.
Yes. And we already did episode 100, so it ain't going to be no tribute show.
No, it's business as usual. Yeah. So deal with it. Basketball is coming soon, too. High school basketball back.
Can't wait.
Yep. All courtesy, of course, of LPV Productions and Pete, our producer. Another great year in the books. Appreciate you.
Did you guys update the Voice of the Land logo?
Yes, we actually did. I didn't give it to you. It's usually hiding behind Kyle,
Yeah,
so I don't even think about it.
So that's good. Yeah, don't got to worry about it.
APJ's doing great things there. Ryan and Kevin, they're handling business over at Voice of the Land on Thursdays or Wednesdays. What day did they take? Thursdays. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. Boy,
We're tired.
we're gonna. Yeah, even the slide says we're done. You know what? Get this, because I'm gonna get this right now.
And then he's going to baby bird it to me in my mouth.